Morning, Corey Thorne, spiritual intuitive guide, empowerment and life coach. It's been a while since I have been back into my YouTube. I've been taking a little bit of a break, trying to kind of put things into perspective and kind of gathering my own thoughts and doing my own healing work, along with trying to still keep up with all the other things that I have on the go. Life is moving quickly, and you may really be discovering that life is moving quickly. Time is going by very fast. And today we are sitting in the energy of 10, 11, 11, 10. And it's that positive changes that are happening, having faith. You may have been questioning your own self, questioning your own judgments, questioning your own behavior, questioning everything about yourself. And this feels like this is the flip and the change that's starting to take place into moving us into a new projection, a new direction, a switch into a energy of, I want to say it really feels as if it's moving us into a energy of truly being able to be in touch with all of ourselves. We've been trying to push away parts of ourselves, trying to find an identity. And so what's been coming to life and what I've been really writing about and really discovering is that whole sense of we are always searching for who are we? Who are we? And who am I supposed to be? Who am I identifying as? Really coming into the place of people really trying to identify us and trying to say they know us and they don't really know us, or you really thinking, I really have to find myself. Who are you trying to find? If you really get out of your head and really recognize that we've never been lost. We're just always so far ahead, or we're so far behind in our stories and beliefs and the things that have happened, that we're not connecting always with the fact that there's a wide open space, that there's these dimensional, this beyond second, third dimensional living, that fourth, fifth, sixth dimensional living that's really a part of us. And that we are all whole and complete in so many ways. And instead of searching for the who we are, start searching for the what we are. Allow yourself to start to step more into the energy of, what am I? And when you start to set into the what am I, that becomes a whole lot easier and a lot less complicated than the who am I. What am I? I'm a divine connection to source. What am I? I am one with the universe. What am I? I am whole and complete. Those statements are so much easier and have so much more flow and less resistant and less opportunity to step into a place of self-judgment than the searching for the who. The who is putting so much pressure on us to be, to have to find, to just identify, and we're all trying to be identified and labeled and judged and all of these things that are coming up, and we're mostly putting that pressure on ourselves. And when we're starting to really come from that energy of seeing ourselves in this present very moment, very present with where we are, and not so caught up in the energies of, I have to heal this, I have to fix that, I have to make sure I have this prepared, I have to be this kind of person, I have to improve this, I have to be doing this. That kind of pressure that's being placed up on us, and that kind of pressure that we're placing upon ourselves, is leading us into making decisions and speaking from a place that is not authentic of ourselves, or not truly being authentic to us in the way we are living. And this is an opportunity and a time that's coming to life for us, that we're here to now to just be. Can we just be? Can we just find some peace in just being? And it's those moments of just being when we truly start to discover the what am I? What am I here to do? What am I here to experience? And for the most part, what we're here to experience is life. And that includes the ups, the downs, the ins, the outs, the coming, the going, the everything that life has to provide for us. And when we can get to that place, we stop beating ourselves up. When we stop labeling what we should be, who we are, we stop being that. This is the time and the space that we are in at this present moment, that housing ourselves in the house of love, the house of self-love, the house of being kind to ourselves, which is all based in love, is the place we are supposed to be. And to sit in that, to sit in just being okay with where we are. The journey is taking us exactly where we need to go when we stop trying to be in control, stop trying to make this life happen. We are right now in the energy and presence of God. And however you want to look at God, however you want to identify God, because we're always trying to identify, label, own, claim God, Jesus, as part of any religion or part of any denomination, whatever it may be, trying to own it, own the versions, and trying to bring present the energy and fear of we need to be afraid of what God will do. We need to be afraid of wiping out the earth and blah blah blah. And all of those things are all the projection, that same thing that goes with the who. What if God is just the huge presence that's driving us into stepping more into love and light? What if God is making us see our own flaws, making us identify with a universal love instead of a one person? What if we are right now in the presence of God, stepping into a place of unity, in a place of oneness? And the resistance that we're being met with is the fear that we are projecting in the thoughts, the words, the language, the body language that we are all putting out there. And when we truly accept and allow our human to now be at one with God, with the universe, with all of the guides, all of the angels, with Mother Earth, with not projecting anger, not projecting fear, projecting love and understanding into the world. This is the world that we will truly start to come into a place of being able to be a change, make a change, find solutions, and create a new world. And until we get there, we will keep working on creating the what. What is possible? What more can I do? What is showing up for me? What am I? Coming from this place, we will be met with a lot less resistance and a lot more love. And as I go into my cards that I'm choosing today, I'm going back to Mother Mary, who is the goddess mother of us all. And as we're sitting in a 10, 11, 11, 10, however you want to put it, kind of day, we're sitting in this positive faith. And it's taken me, my own self, a lot of struggles and a lot of pain and a lot of ups and downs and a lot of not defining moments that I have not always been proudest of, to be present with who I am today, to be present in this very moment of really recognizing and letting go of knowing that I question myself in this role that I take on, in this self of how could I possibly be the right person, or how could I possibly be good enough to do this? And really what it has come to is really recognizing that I am as human as everyone else, as every healer that's out there is as human as everyone else, or every leader that's out there is as human as everyone else. We are just the messengers of the divine channel that's open up. And so the channel is brilliant. The channel is all-knowing. The channel has information. We, as the human, is still getting uploaded. We are still learning. We are still growing the exact same way that every other human is here on earth. And when we take that pressure off ourselves, when we release ourselves of that, we find a freedom. And it is today the freedom that I'm sitting in, of allowing myself to be whatever I need to be as a human. And to be truly, honestly, always discovering and learning through that divine guidance that I speak and give out. I also have to take back for me and learn and grow as I go back and watch every video and rewatch and recognize the things that I am present in finding what am I. So the card that I'm pulling is from the Mother Mary deck. The card that's coming up for me at this very moment, I'm asking for is what do the universe, what does the world, what does every human need to know? And the card that came up was self-respect. Self-respect. And the self-respect card is, I honor and love myself through my healthiest actions. I love myself and honor myself for my past, for my mistakes, for what I have been through. And when you start to allow yourself to not beat yourself up, not be so angry at ourselves, not to be knocking ourselves down for what we think we may have done wrong, or for the past mistakes we may have made, and acknowledge them as our human self, and that we can only do better when we recognize that we are here to be loved and to love. This is when we make the change that needs to be made. This is when we step up and we do what needs to be done. And it takes having a strong sense of what your human needs to feel most. And that is integrity, self-respect, love. All of the things that bring the essence of completion into you. And the other card that's coming out for me, family. How important family is. And family are the people that get to be surround your home, surround your house, that you allow into your heart to fill the house, to be a part of you. And family is not always the birth people, the ancestral people that came into your life. Sometimes it's the divine guidance people that show up, that become like messengers, and you may not always like what they have to say, and you may not always connect, but like any family, you stay together. Like any family, you support each other. Like any family, you are there. Like any family member that truly is there of your highest good and for the love and light of you and for them to join. That you take the time to communicate, you take the time to heal, you take the time to solve issues, you take the time to honor and respect each other as you honor and respect yourself. And knowing that we have a support beyond us, and that when we think of family, we think of God consciousness, we think of the angels, we think of Mother Mary, we think of all of the guys that walk with us, that are present with us, that are here to be a part of the universal family of oneness. The universal family of oneness that's growing and developing, and that we're opening to on a new level. It's time to really recognize that your family is expanding beyond. The last card that I pulled is action. And it's what actions are we taking? What actions are you taking today? What actions are you going to take in the near future to start to really put your priorities into perspective, and knowing that everything that you have done to help in your own healing, in your own journey, is now about to pay off with this switch or this change, this direction that we're now about to step into. We are about to make a big shift, and it is in the place of positive love, light, and faith. And that everything, that every challenge that has been meeting you, life that has been meeting you, is now about to make a switch and a turn, and that you are being asked to now step up in the most beautiful way, in the kindest way, to do the things that need to be done. What action steps will you take to step into this direction, to step into this world, to step into this life? What will be the flow that you will start allowing to flow? And when you stop trying to discover who you are and allow yourself to discover your what you are. Watch and see the less resistance that you will be met with, and how much more connected you will feel to source, to the oneness, and to the collective that we are bringing together by stopping the divide that we have created from ego, fear, and being taught by unteachables. Unteachables are now being taught. Unteachables are now being taught to pay attention, to learn, to let go of fear, and not to teach from a place of fear of the world and fear of a collapse of a world, but to teach from a place of an expansion of a new world. The last card I'm pulling is from the Enchanted Map. Magical Shift Shaper. Magical Map Shifter. And this is really about, we may not be able to see the whole journey. We may not be able to see where we're going, but it's having trust that we can see through the veil. And the veil, that everything on the other side of the veil can see us. And everything on the other side of the veil is helping us. And it's helping us heal. It's helping us grow. It's opening up new opportunities. And all you are being asked to do is trust the journey. Even in our lowest times, even in our saddest moments, trust the journey. Trust what is happening. Trust what is taking place. And that you are here to now keep traveling north, traveling up, all while still having to explore the underworld and the healing that needs to take place. But by staying present and staying here. And as we come together in a beautiful unity, as we come together in joining in love, as we come together in a place of acknowledging the important people, acknowledging that every person is important and every person has a heart and every person deserves to be treated with dignity and love. No matter what level they're at, no matter what we agree with or disagree with, that we are here to be one as a collective, and one as a human, and one with the universe. And as you start to walk into your castle, as you start to walk your path, or as you're already looking out from your castle, allow yourself to come from a place of being free of the ego, of fear and anger, and into a place of love and light. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. And I look forward to many more videos to come, as my life is about to be making some big changes itself. and I will be freed up to have more time to do some of these videos. Thank you. Love you all. Bye-bye.